so good. And the back-to-back is a possibility.
Absolutely, and we get to hear from the man himself. Take it away, Smix.
Thank you very much, and what a performance from Reynor. Reynor, before we start diving in and talking about that series, because there's so much to talk about just there, I have to bring up a statistic. In your head-to-head and your past history with Clem, I'm not gonna lie, the last 7 times you played Clem at a DreamHack Starcraft 2 Masters, he ran away with the victory. That is a lot to, back to back. So how good does it feel to finally get revenge on this stage at the World Championship when it matters most?
No one beats Reynor 8 times in a row.
You heard it from the man himself. 8 is the number you can't cross, and diving in, that first map, everyone talks about how it's supposed to be Terran favored, and yet you had such precision and control. Talk to us about how you did that, because I think there's a lot of Zerg players out there who really struggle.
I mean, TVZ is the matchup I felt the most confident in, and it's the one that I practiced the most. And I've been playing a lot of Archon matches as well. And after you play those 6v1s, 5v1s, kind of like the standard games kind of feel slow. So I feel like I can do more stuff. But yeah, I'm very confident in my TVZ, and also I figured Berlingrad is still a Terran map, but not that much. So I played it.
Not that much when it's Reynor apparently playing on that map, and even on map number 2, it turned into another macro game. Your resources were off the charts, you were killing it there. But Clem held on, and he was looking good. He had so many ghosts under his belt. Did you feel confident you could still, pull it through with your investor usage?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like I got 2 birds with one stone because I was preparing for Maru, and the guy just never leaves his base. And Clem kind of did the same, so I was like, okay, I'll just do the same that I'm playing against Maru, which is just take your bases and keep trading. And most of the time it works, and yeah, he got fungled a couple of times. I knew I was very far ahead, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just outmine you and try to look for a couple of good fights.
Speaking, you just mentioned that you were preparing for Maru. Does that mean you weren't concerned about going up against Clem?
No, of course, I was preparing for Clem as well, but usually the kid is just on your face 24/7 with mines. I was not prepared for Maru style of series, so I was like, okay, this is a surprise, not sure if a good one or not. Ended up being a good one. So yeah, I mean, I was preparing for Clem, of course, but this is not the Clem I'm used to see. I think he went on the defensive, and it's not really his style. I'd like to see the kid just be more aggressive overall, but yeah, I mean, if it works for him.
Well, I'm glad that you bring up Maru. A lot of people talk about Group D, Group of Death, so many scary-looking players, you, of course, being one of them. What are your thoughts about Maru?
Well, he's very good. I definitely can beat him, honestly. Of course, there's a chance. He's very good, and I'm feeling confident, Smix. That's it.
All right, speaking of confidence, then, I need to ask you, expectations for your placement in the group.
Of course, I'd like to get first. I won the first series, and now the second series. I lost the map to Zaun, because I was limit testing a bit. I was like, let's see if I can kill him with the same build 2 times. I couldn't, so I lost to 1 in the end. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think I can take the group. I still have a couple of scary Koreans and a ZVZ, and we know the ZVZ is kind of a coin flip, so let's see who is the coin flip, All
right, last question, and then I'll let you go get ready for your next match. You are the current reigning Katowice champion. Now, that being said, because of the pandemic, last year it was all online. It is just so different being here offline in front of fans, and then eventually the Spodek Arena. It's just the world of a difference. How much more would it mean to you to be able to progress and maybe even secure a championship in an arena like this?
It feels like a completely different thing, playing from offline and hearing the crowd, and it's amazing for me. I feel like a power up. So yeah, last year I won the World Championship, but it wasn't complete, I was missing part of it. And now this year I believe I can win again and maybe, get the full experience.
We love the